sorry. Wow, I'm rookie here. Hold on, everybody. Here we are. I know this is like the pre-show. It's the show before the show. I know, Denny, you have to go to work, so we wanted to bring you on because I got the best news from my friend Ginger yesterday. So I wanted to bring you on kind of for a pre-show before we start our official Giving Tuesday show at 10 a.m. And I wanted you to tell everybody the news about Corbin.
So, about in February, I was concerned with Corbin, who's behind me here, because he was sick. He had nosebleeds and like this reverse sneezing, and I had never heard any of that. So I took him to his vet. They referred me to VCA, and they told me that he had carcinoma in his left nostril. And, I was besides myself because I got this dog after my fiance took his life 4 years ago. I needed something to come home to. So for me to, potentially lose him was another nightmare. But luckily, VCA took very good care of him, and Ginger, who owns Kiki's Corner in Winfield, put me in contact with Live Like Roo, and Sarah helped me out because I was doing a GoFundMe, and I had raised some money through there, and then Sarah was able to also get me a grant too, which was immenseful help because it was not cheap, but was willing to do anything for him. And then about 2 weeks ago, I went back to VCA for his follow up, and I was like in the lobby crying the entire time and had to go out because I was just afraid of what they would find. But the oncologist told me she had good news and that his tumor was gone and he was cancer free.
Which, I mean, of course, this is a day where I always cry. Like I want to cry because I know that you were so happy, and I I know that you felt bad for not telling us. But yeah, I mean, we funded for you $4,500, and I know, reading your story, I lost my brother to suicide, unfortunately, too. So, it touched my heart. Okay, we're crying. We're crying already. We're only in the pre-show. But Denny, I really appreciate it for you coming on here. I know you have to run to work. And Corbin reminds me of Rue. He just looks velvety soft, and I know how much he means to you. So thank you so much for coming on. And it's really important for me for people to see, where their donations go to. And sometimes, you donate somewhere and you're not really sure what it's funding, and you're like the prime example of somebody that really needed us. And you actually reached out at a time when we were struggling because we were so backed up on applications, but I knew that we could find a way to help you, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
No, I appreciate everything, you, Ginger, everybody, because I mean, really, this dog and I are glued at the hip of when as soon as I leave for work, he's just in the window waiting for me until I come home, and I'm like counting down to the next time I see him. So no, he is everything to me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us again. I know you have a busy day ahead, but I'm so happy. And unfortunately, we see so much sadness and so much loss. So a story like this, it makes me so happy. So thank you for kicking off this amazing day with great news. And I know that we're gonna have more great news today. So thank you so much. I
For
appreciate it.
sure. Thank you. Thank you again.
Of course. Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody, that was Denny. Thank you so much, Denny, for joining us. Again, just for everybody, this is the pre-show. We're going to actually start our Giving Tuesday coverage, live coverage at 10, but he had to leave for work early, so I wanted to bring him on since it was such good news. And of course, already I've got tears. But I also wanted to kind of give a preview of the day. So we are going to be live until about noon today, possibly a little bit later. Nicole and Joe Riley, our board members, are on the road right now, and we are going to do some surprises coming up. So, and then I'm also going to have a few guests joining me live on here. So I'm going to basically be holding everything down here, and they're going to be out in the streets. Ginger, you're so welcome. Ginger has done so much for Live Like Roof Foundation, from donating from her Kiki's Corner store to providing an Elvis performer to us, and she constantly donates. So I will do anything I can for you, Ginger, as well. And we were so honored to help a dog that we actually helped to save. So that's what this day is all about. Again, as I started this with, I woke up to an email filled with donations. They keep coming in. I don't want to break any news until we get to that 10 a.m. hour, but we're getting there. Again, thank you so much to everybody. A few other things I just wanted to mention, and I'm sorry for those of you that are going to watch most of the day. Some of this is going to be repetitive, but today also Pet Supplies Plus in Illinois at these participating locations is giving back 100% of the proceeds to sales of the octopi. So again, I'm going to have somebody joining me in a bit that's going to talk about this. We are in the pre-show right now, and I see them back in the green room. Hi, Michelle and Ricky. We'll get to you guys soon. But this is huge for us, and this is going to make a lot of money for us. So we really appreciate them. And again, I'm going to have them on shortly. I ended up ordering, I think, 10 at 3 a.m. when I couldn't sleep. Was trying to beat the rush, but I know a lot of people are asking how they can get them. And I will also be giving some away today for those of you that are pining for them that cannot get them in certain states. But please, if you're local, go and shop that. And then later today, so you know, I'll have Tony on coming up as well. He's actually going to help me co-host for a bit. We do have an announcement about Tony and the marathon. And then I also have a guest that joined me a few weeks ago for a grant and a fund announcement that we'll have early on in the day, and then I'll replay that later today. But I'm going to now kind of hold out this until we get to the 10 a.m. hour. We're going to reset and restart. But again, thank you so much to Denny for joining me for the pre-show. It means so much to me when we hear stories that a dog beat cancer or an animal beat cancer. Unfortunately, you know, we get a lot more sadness than goodness. So hearing that story first out of the gate this morning really means a lot to us. All right, guys, I'm going to be back. We're going to roll this countdown, and then we're going to roll this open, and then I'll be back. All right.
Where I would be at without you guys.
We will be giving you guys $10,000.
We are going to round out the match to the $30,000.
What?
Wow. Thank you so much.
Are you kidding me?
It has been a journey today. How many miles did we go?
449.
449 miles. Can you believe that? So we're going to help you with all the funding for Presley.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Oh.
I was not prepared for that. Wow.
We are giving you guys $3,000 today for funding her treatments.
Oh my God, I'm speechless right now.
The next $5,000 that we raise will be matched. Woohoo!
Oh my gosh, yeah. Thank you so much.
Somebody matched. But I don't want to start to cry. Okay, now I'm going to cry. I'm going to start to cry. All right. Okay. Woo! It's just amazing. Okay. I'm going to start to cry too.
Oh my God.
I couldn't have taken her on without your commitment, because
I didn't have the money for that while I was in school. And
so we wanted to give you something to get you through the next treatment.
There you go, buddy.
wow, you're so sweet. Oh, I want to hug you.
We just graduated! Woo! Woo! Yay! Giving Tuesday. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our live coverage, our morning coverage of Giving Tuesday. It's already been a magical day. I'm going to start by kind of breaking a little bit of news. Number one, so we have this kind of meter, I guess, for the day. So I woke up to a ton of emails of donations, also Facebook donations, also Instagram donations, also Venmo donations. So this number is climbing very, very quickly. And I can tell you right now, so I can kind of monitor our donor box, which is anything that comes into our website, and also our live link for Giving Tuesday, and I'll share all that with you guys. But right now, that's at $3,000. So that does not include Facebook, does not include Venmo. Amazing. So some of the bigger news that I have right now is that we have already a $10,000 match. So I'm not gonna cry. I gotta bring Tony and Michelle and Ricky in here quickly. I'm not gonna cry, but just absolutely incredible. I cannot thank that person enough. So please donate. Your dollar turns into $2. Your $25 turns into $50. Just really, really incredible way to start the day. So I'm going to announce our goal for the end of the year, which is going to break records. I'm going to do that probably in the next hour or so. Coming up, we have Nicole, Joe Riley, and Deborah on the road. We're going to surprise some people. Shh, they probably know it's coming, but they're out in Chicago helping out. But before we do that, so I have Tony that's going to join me in a second. So Tony, hold on. But I wanted to bring in Michelle and Ricky from the Pet Supplies Plus store in Crystal Lake. Hello, guys. Happy Giving Tuesday.
Happy Giving Tuesday. How are you today?
Good. Thank you guys so much for joining and for always supporting us. So I know we've done a ton of events with you in the past year. You've donated a lot to us. But can you tell us what's going on today?
So today, for Giving Tuesday, if you shop in any one of our franchise stores, which are all listed on the screen there, we're going to give 100% of the proceeds right back to the Live Like Roo Foundation.
Yeah, incredible. So please, there's a few things you guys can do. So if you are in any of those stores, let me pop them back up here anymore. And you go and you can buy it on, you can order it online, right, Michelle? They can order it online and go and pick it up at the store. You can order it online with proceeds or donate it to us and pick up at the Crystal Lake store as well. So you have to pick up at the Crystal Lake store if you're going to donate it to Live Like Roo. And what happens then is not only do we get the donation of the money, we also get the amazing toy. So that is amazing. I can't thank you guys enough. And for those of you that don't know the story, Theo, which was Jenny Leach's dog, got one of these toys, I believe, at your store, right, Michelle?
I'm not sure if it was our store or not. I know it was Pet Supplies Plus.
Okay, so Theo went to pick out a toy, and he picked out this toy, and he wouldn't play with any other toy but this toy. And she basically could not find them anywhere. So Kara, our Booker Fund director, basically went and...
What do you got, buddy? You got some more? Hey. Hey, Theo. 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 Come here. You leaving?
Michelle and Ricky did just an amazing job of helping her find them. So that's how this story all came to be. Unfortunately, Theo passed away, but we use these in our care packages. So many people donated them over the summer when we had a special event at Pet Supplies Plus. And it's really, really nice that they give back to us constantly and that you all donate these toys to us, because I do think that the dogs do love them. They're very special. So thank you. Michelle and Ricky, anything you guys want to say about anything going on at your store as well?
I mean, outside of the Day of Giving, we do have coming up our Merry Barkmas, which is our photos with Santa Claus for your dog and your kids, or however you want to do it. You'd be surprised. And that's going to be on the 17th from 11 to 2.
Awesome. That's great. So please, if you're in the area, go and buy these octopi. I will give one right now. You can choose which one. I will give away one now to somebody that can't get them in the state that they're in, but you have to message our Facebook page to get it. Okay? So first person to do that, I won't be able to look at it for a long time, but once I do, I will check it out and I will give you one, because I know some people are very upset they can't get them in other states. So I know that you guys are always working on that. But Crystal Lake, no offense to all the other Pet Supplies Plus stores, you're our favorite. We love you guys. Thank you for always giving back to us. And thank you for coming on today. I love you guys.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Bye. All right, Tony, I'm bringing you in. There's Tony. Hi, Tony.
How are you?
Have you cried yet today or no?
I just got done working, but when you said 10,000, I was like, oh boy. All right, it's getting there.
Here comes the tears. Here come the tears. I know, I love it. So Deborah, I see Deborah down there. Tony, we may have to break for Deborah. Yeah. Deborah, are you guys ready to go? Okay, cool. So Tony, if you can hang out. Guys, please wait for Tony to come back, because we've got a big announcement coming with Tony, but we've got to get to our live shot. So I'll be back, Tony. Deborah, okay, you're live. You're hot, Deborah. You're hot.
Yes,
Deborah,
I am.
I have a question. Can you turn your...
I know. How do I turn my camera around?
Well, can you just turn your phone? No, I mean, can you make it horizontal? Oh, that's fine. Oh, there we go. Perfect. That looks great.
But how do I like swing it so nobody has to stare at my face?
Can't you, there should be like a little camera with like arrows. Oh, here we go. Let's see what happens.
I see no camera with arrows.
Okay, so let's see. Are you on an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're doing video, it's in your upper right. Upper right, it's 2 arrows in a circle.
I have a Rue face in my upper right.
Oh, you're saying in StreamYard. You have to do...
Yeah, I'm in StreamYard. I can just turn the camera around.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
All right.
I'm going to let them take over, all right? Here we go.
Can you see everybody? I know, you're so excited.
All right.
All
Here we go.
Yep.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, all.
Hey. Welcome to Giving Tuesday. We are here with Angie, Ryan, and Kaya. So thank you so much for taking time to be out here with us today. Would you mind telling us a little bit about Kaya and her journey and diagnosis?
Yeah, so I've had Kaya. I got her in 2019. She's a foster fail. And then she got a diagnosis for a mast cell tumor back in around June, which was heartbreaking and scary. And we got the surgery probably end of June, early July, and we got clean margins. So far so good. We're just watching for lumps and bumps. It's a grade 2 tumor that she had, so we're just monitoring her, but she's doing really great so far.
That's excellent news. She is an OTAD foster fail, right?
Yes, yep.
We love OTADs. And we love you too. So we have some things for you today. One of those things is a massage for Kaya from Wellness and Wags. So thank you very much to Wellness and Wags for this donation. We have a brand new Verbo for you. Thanks to Verbo for donating us some machines. So you can keep an eye on her at all times. Throw her some treats when you're not home. This is a bag just full of goodies, blankets and toys and more treats. Joe here, your buddy Joe, has a big bed for you. And lastly, we would like to award you with the refund for her surgery in the amount of $1,990. So this is for you. Thank you for rescuing. Obviously, that's our favorite type of breed, the rescue kind. And just know that you'll always have friends with us here at Live Like Roo. So happy Giving Tuesday.
No worries. Just don't try and cash that check.
Isn't that awesome? Furbo. Again, we'd like to thank Furbo Wellness and Wags. And also, we'd like to thank Pet Supplies Plus. One of the toys. It's okay. Yes. This is my dog bed. There we go. It's okay. What's this? Are you so excited? Yes. Are you so excited?
There we go.
There we go. So excited.
There we go.
I think we all have reacted in our households one way or the other. One of the toys in Kaya's gift bag is from Pet Supplies Plus. We just wanted to thank them as 14 stores in Illinois and Indiana are donating 100% of proceeds back of the Theo's Octopus series. I don't know if you've seen that, but there's a Santa Theo in there. So big thanks to Pet Supplies Plus as well. All right, what do you think, Kaya? Thank you. You're such a good girl. Thank you
Amazing, amazing.
Doing everything you can to make sure that this little girl gets healthy, huh? Yes. All right, that's it from here.
Thanks, Deborah. We'll see you soon. Great job.
Bye, guys. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Great job.
All right, amazing. I know, Tony, you love the pitties like I do.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. So, yeah, sorry about the wind in the beginning, everybody. But yeah, Kaya, we basically paid her medical bills, the total of $1,990, which really helps them out. We love Kaya. She's a local dog, and she got a lot of Christmas goodies. So that's the good news. Okay, everybody. So Tony has been helping us since the days of Piglet, when I was tagged nonstop on a pitty in a shelter in Chicago that had a gigantic mass on her. So Tony and I quickly connected. I was thankful that he saw my message, even though I think it went to your other messages. And, we basically saved her together. We found a foster, and Tony was, committed to her through the shelter days all the way to the end of her life. And unfortunately, she passed away. But Tony then fundraised for us and has been fundraising for us for the past 2.5 years or so. So you've probably raised close to $25,000. I would think I probably should have looked that number up.
I was thinking in my head, I was waiting. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the last 4 marathons, we had it all up. It's close to 25 grand. That's just me and my Facebook.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. So Tony this year officially got us into the Chicago Marathon, which is simply incredible. We have filled all 5 of the spots that we were given, but we are to get 5 more spots coming up. We have kind of 2 people waiting for that. But if anybody's interested in running the marathon, I'm so incredibly grateful to him for getting us in there. It's hard for charities to get involved, but already, our team and Tony's leading the team has shown up, and we're so excited. So thank you, Tony, number 1, for that.
Oh, no, thank you. And shout out to Carl, who has been with me in my dog days since day 1. And I just took a simple phone call from me, and he knew all about you guys. And we got in, which is awesome. Yeah, there's 5 spots got filled already. We got 5 more. So to have potentially a team of 11 of us next October, it's just amazing. And the great thing about marathons that I tell people is I know I'm not going to win. I'm not going to win, but it's all about just running the streets of Chicago. And to me, it's like every year, it's like if you can help out one animal, because really, oh God, now you can't make me. Okay, see, she's trying to get me cry, people. She knows what, and my wife, my beautiful wife on the right, Stephanie, if you're watching, hi. Pig on the left. But that's the reason why I do it. I'm forever in debt to Sarah. I know the behind the scenes where every penny went to Piglet, and that's why I will always run for them. Just knowing that one dog gets helped, or now it's gerbils, hamsters, rabbits, cats. But I always feel like no kid should lose their best friend because the family can't afford it. Nobody should lose if they're battling mental health. should lose their best friend because of money. So I will keep doing this until my legs fall off, and it's just great to know now that there's going to be potentially 10 other people running the Streets of Chicago with me to help out even more animals. And I highly recommend it. If you've been itching to do it, fundraising, if you got people around you, they'll support you. People love to help out animals. You got a lot of time. It's next October, so don't think, oh, you'll be ready. We'll help you get ready. Reach out to us if you want to be a part of the team. I guarantee you, once you do it once, you're going to want to do it every year. And to create a legacy where we have a route team every year that just keeps growing and growing will be amazing. So again, reach out to us. It's a blast. Chicago Marathon is probably one of the best marathons in the country you can run. The sites are awesome. You see dogs everywhere. I pet so many dogs on the way, especially when you're tired. You take the time to pet the dogs along the route. So, and they remind you of why you're doing it.
Yeah, and I will tell you guys right now, I'm not running it, but I can tell you that I'm already planning the party for everybody running it on the streets of Chicago, and I already have some dogs planned that are going to be there to help out. And I'm really excited about that part of it, is cheering you guys on, because I've not been able to do that because of work the past few years. I worked for NBC and we covered the marathon, so obviously not an option to be out there on the streets, but Tony, I remember seeing, I wish I had the video, I should have brought it, but I remember seeing the video of you hugging one of your kids. And I know that video went a little bit viral, but just that feeling of relief after a marathon is incredible. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, like I said, it's just, just see people donate. You realize the goods, there's a lot of kindness in this world. Sometimes the world gets kind of crazy and we lose sight of that, but there are people who want to help. And every year I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to raise enough this year. And like every year it's and you just meet new people. It helps spread the word for Route 2. There's so many people I've met just because their friend donated. They told them about Piglet. So many people get connected this way too. And it was cool. I think we have people not just from Illinois on the marathon team already. So it's even helping spread across the country. I think even Canada, I think we have a runner from. So I mean, we're going out of the country now, which it's limitless what we can do with this. So
yeah, I'm so excited. And then just the other piece of news is I'm honored because Tony now is part of our staff. We're calling him a Rue ambassador, but he is so much a part of our team and has been for years. So this is just an official title, a way for us to give Tony a little bit back of what he's given us. So he will be a Rue ambassador. He's actually going to work on not just the marathon, but other things that we can do, whether it's Orange Theory, where he works, whether it's Peloton races, that kind of thing. But Tony is going to be a huge asset to the staff. He's already a huge asset to what we do. So thank you, Tony. And I'm so excited. And I know I mentioned this to you. Our staff is already amazing, but I feel like just your energy and the ideas that you can bring is going to make us go and do things even better. So thank you.
No, thank you. It's a long story, but there was a downtime for me in between before I knew you. And I was just like, man, what do I do? And it's once I found Rue, this gave me more of a purpose. And this, I'm just forever grateful. I'm honored. I can't wait to see where it leads to. And if I could just play a small part in spreading Rue and helping out even more animals. And at the end of my chapter, I can say I did my best. And I helped out a few dogs along the way. So
I'm going to erase that small part and make it a big part. We all know what Tony can do, the power of Tony. So thank you, Tony. I know you're at work, and I appreciate it. I know you got to get somewhere at 11, but I really appreciate you joining us today. If you want to hop on later tonight, we'll be here prime time. So, but thank you so much. You mean a lot to us. And I'm so excited to have you with us.
Thank you. And literally everybody watching, Sarah put so much into this. I've seen so much behind the scenes stuff, not just for Remy, for Piglet. You're going to get me crying, so I'm going to stop now. But thank you for all that you do, because I know your heart is 100% in this, and every penny goes right to those animals. So I can't thank you enough.
Thank you, Tony. Yes, and I will start to cry now. Thank you. And yeah, I know Janine just brought it up about writing everybody's name on the hat. That meant so much to people. I know you're in that support group that we have on Live Like Rue. That meant so much to them just to see the name on the hat. I mean, it was really, really special. So
it's an honor. It's always my honor. So I'm glad we get to continue that.
Okay, awesome, Tony. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you too, Sarah. Donate. Every little bit helps.
It does. That's right. Take care.
Take care.
All right, as Tony leaves us, just a reminder, we are working on a $10,000 match. I'm trying, as you guys know, every year it's hard for me to keep up. So just trust me already. You know, we're at $3,100 again. We're keeping track of this on these little. I believe what Kayla made was a little. It just looked like an ice cream cone, and I love it. So as we keep going, we will build this up. We're creeping up to that $5,000 mark. I was able to add up the Facebook donations before we went live, and they were about at $3,000. So I would say we are probably close to that $5,000 range, and I can probably change this graphic. But again, ways to donate. So everybody knows you can please use the donor box or the website if you can, because that's the easiest way for me to track. But you can also use Venmo, PayPal, and then Zelle. I know they're all different emails and they're all different handles, and I can't help that. There's a lot behind that, unfortunately, of why we can't do that. But yeah, there's just the good news is there's a lot of ways that you can donate. You just have to know kind of what route you want to go. So again, this is going to be a long day, so I appreciate all of you for tuning in. Nicole and Deborah and Joe are out live. They're heading to their next spot, so we will join them in a moment. Let me just make sure. Okay, yeah. What I am going to do now that we have time is play a little video clip of something that I pre-taped, but it is a special little surprise that I want to unveil it this morning, but we will also unveil it later tonight. But I'm going to play this video now. All right. Teresa, I've been wanting to talk to you, and I know we spoke a few times, but welcome to Giving Tuesday. I'm going to tell everybody how we know each other, but thank you so much for your time.
So happy to be here.
Thanks. So, Teresa, I'm probably going to cry, okay? Because the Giving Tuesday, yeah, Giving Tuesday, I cry all day, and I kind of been trying to like prepare myself for this. But Teresa's husband, Chris, passed away in March 2021, and I had been actually talking to him on our Facebook page, and we had a few phone calls, and he left a generous donation in our name. So when I got the email, I knew it was important because a lawyer was messaging me, and it was a FedEx, and I noticed that it went to my old address. So I frantically figured everything out. I got the donation. I had to pull over. So it's so meaningful to us. It's as I told Teresa a few times, it's life-changing for a small organization like us. And I hate to say we're small because we've given out $1.8 million, but we are smaller than the bigger organizations. So Teresa, I wanted to start by thanking you and obviously thanking Chris and your entire family.
You are so welcome. And Chris would be so delighted that his gift is going to make such a huge difference, not just for your organization, but for so many individuals and their furry friends. Chris was late to becoming a dog dad. He was 41 when we got our little Westie, Shelby. And to this day, the only argument that Chris and I ever had was the day I brought Shelby home. And he just didn't understand why 2 years of talking about getting a dog meant sometime we would actually get a dog. So I asked him to give it 24 hours. And after 24 hours, if he still didn't really want to have a dog, we would find a solution. Well, 24 hours later, if Shelby needed a kidney, Chris would have donated one to her. She had him wrapped around her paw. And if you knew Chris Cole, you knew about Shelby because her picture was everywhere. He talked about her constantly, and she literally became his absolute very best friend. And they spent hours working together, playing together, hanging out, watching poker on TV. They were just fantastic friends. And sadly, we lost her in February of 2020. And it was just really, really devastating for all of us, but especially for Chris, because a few months later, he was diagnosed with glioblastoma. and went through treatment for that. And unfortunately, his journey did not last as long as we had hoped. And as you said, he passed away in March of 2021. And one of the most important things that we talked about when he knew the end was coming was how he wanted to support Live Like Roo and other organizations that weren't the big guys. They were the little guys that really made an impact in a small community. And he was just so proud and so pleased with himself to be able to provide a gift that would give you the opportunity to pay his love for Shelby forward and to help other people continue their very, very precious relationships with their pets.
Yeah, and we so appreciate it. I think all of it's ironic, you know, the fact that um, I went back to look at the messages. He was one of the first people to message our page to ask for a bracelet. It was right after Rue passed away. I had made like rubber orange bands, and he said, "Yeah, I want one." And in
That
my
rubber orange band sat on his desk
uh-huh.
forever, and we had a very small postcard of Rue on our mantle in our living room for years.
That means so much. It really does. And then, you know, he had contacted me asking about Shelby. You know, he falls in love, I will say, with Live Like Rue, and then has to face that journey. It happens to so many people, and I think that's when it really hits you. You know what we actually do and what people are feeling that are so desperate. You know, people that maybe don't have the funds and can't even afford, you know, the $10 of shipping for a care package. And then for him, you know, to end up dying from cancer, it's just so sad. It breaks my heart. So apologies to you and your kids. I know. But yeah, Chris, he cared so much. And I went back to the messages. He cared who he donated to. He asked me questions about rescues and organizations that I knew about. We once had a conversation because I think it's so funny how he never had a dog, and then he had a dog, and he immersed himself into the dog world, but not just the dog world, but like rescues, organizations, foundations like ours. Like, he didn't just get a dog and love her. Like, he really cared, and he called me about a new director at the Philly rescue shelter that he volunteered at, to grill me if this director was going to be okay. He found out that I knew her. Like, he cared about those animals. And again, it's like the epitome of Live Like Rue. It's the epitome of, you know, people caring and giving back once they find out what we do. And it means so much to us. And Teresa, I can't thank you enough. So I had talked to the board a few months ago, you know, after you and I had been in touch, and it was so nice that I was able to thank you, you know, and I sent you some pictures and stories of animals that the fund helps, which I know means a lot to you. But we wanted to take it a step forward, and so we've created what has been a work in progress for a while, but it is the Chris Cole Fund with Shelby there. And this logo took a long time to figure out what was going to be perfect. And what we'll do is around the anniversary of when Live Like Roo started, which is February, we will grant somebody, an animal in a shelter or in a rescue that has cancer, basically a grant. So Teresa, I really appreciate it. I think the artist nailed it. I wanted something that represented Shelby, but also, you know, had a touch of Chris in it, and something that you guys would be proud of. And I think it'll be remarkable year after year to see, you know, who we can help out with this grant. So thank you. You know, you've been with me every step of the way creating this. So, and I bug you a lot for pictures and everything, but thank you so much for allowing this. And it's so important to me and so important to the board and the staff to have Chris's legacy remain every single year, and help other animals. So thank you so much.
Again, it's our pleasure. The artist did an amazing job. That is Shelby at her absolute happiest. And I know she and Chris are looking down and are just so pleased with themselves, with Live Like Roo, and they just want to send out love and hope to everybody. So thank you, Sarah. Thank you for everything that Live Like Roo does. And we are, as a family, so proud and happy to be supporters.
Thank you, Teresa. We so appreciate it. Guys, I will have more, and this will be actually all over our website, the Chris Cole Fund. Again, it's going to be a grant for animals that are in rescue or in a shelter that need our funding, which is a lot of animals, and it's going to be a bigger grant than we normally do. We actually may have people apply for it, so it's going to be incredible. I want t-shirts and I want swag made with this logo because it's so gorgeous. Special thanks to Water Pops for making it. She's just great. I'll be sure that everybody knows who she is. She's local to Chicago. Thank you so much, Teresa. I appreciate it. Have a great night.
Thank you. Bye.
So yeah, that was tough to get through. I knew that would be one that we had to pre-tape because I knew it would be tough for both Teresa and I. But I can't thank Chris enough. As I said in the interview, I got a message from a lawyer about it, FedEx, and it was sent to my old address. And for some reason, I just knew that was important, whether it was good or bad. I wasn't sure. But when I opened it, I had to pull over. It was just incredible. I mean, and we're so thankful. I sent Teresa and her kids some Live Like Roo swag, and they were so excited to get it. But I'm so happy that we can continue to have his legacy live on. He and I had some incredible conversations about animals and about cancer in dogs, and just all of it so ironic and incredibly sad. I did want to shout out again, Water Pops. Water Pop, I think it is Water Pop. Yeah, she does watercolor. She's amazing. So she took this picture of Shelby and basically created a water painting. Is that what you call it? Watercolor, I think is what I'm looking for. My brain's already fried and it's early. And she just made this incredible portrait. I actually got to send it to Teresa and her family. I got to send the original artwork to them, which is just amazing. And then she basically dressed it up and made it into the logo that I wanted. So just incredible. Again, our anniversary date or our birth date, I always get confused about what it's called, but basically when this foundation started is around February. So in February, we will grant a bigger chunk of money than we normally would to a dog that's in a rescue or in a shelter system. So really proud that we can carry on Chris's legacy in a way that he would just really be so proud of. And I'm so proud of. I can't thank them enough. Their family is just incredible. A few other things, just again, I wanted to say Pet Supplies Plus, please, if you live in these, go grab one. You can curbside order it. You can have it delivered to your house. I think they use DoorDash, but I'm not sure. But you can order it and have it delivered to your house. I've done that before. And this is just amazing of them to do that. So that's going on. We've got Nicole, Joe, and Deborah at the next location. So we'll be there soon. I wanted to go over tonight what we're doing. So again, we have three more surprises actually this morning going on. Sarah with Luna, who we surprised a few months ago, is supposed to hop on. However, she does have a vet appointment today, so she might not make it in time. And then Ginger and Ox, who many of you will remember. Ox is Ginger's therapy dog that goes to work with her every day. They're to be on today a little bit after 11 o'clock. And then Sumo, a dog that I helped to save from animal care and control a few years ago. Actually, will be on later. Here's his animal control picture. He's just the sweetest. And unfortunately, he has cancer, which we see a lot of in animal control dogs, unfortunately. So Melanie will be on with me to around 11:15 or so. And then around 11:30, Brendan, who is one of our photographers that helps us actually with a lot of bucket list photo shoots and also helps us at events, will be on. Yay, thank you, Courtney. Oh, I'm sorry, Courtney. yeah, I hope that you enjoy it. That's tough. But yeah, thanks for ordering it. I appreciate it. And so you guys know, you can also order it. So if you go onto the site, search Theo's Octopus, or use any of the links that I've given you on all of our social media. If you hit the store as Crystal Lake in Illinois and you do curbside and you put donation in there, we will also get those. So if you can't get one and you want to get one and you want to donate it to us, not only does it go in a care package, but then we also get the money from that, which is it's just amazing. It's so amazing. Okay, so Sumo will come up later. And then here's Brendan's dog, London, unfortunately, is battling cancer as well. So really tough to take when you're helping Live Like Real. And sorry, I'm saying a lot because I'm trying to fill time until Deborah and Riley and Nicole come back. But to preview tonight, so we've got a bunch of surprises. A lot of money is going to be flying out of here, which means we need a lot of money flying in here. So if you can donate, it means so much to us. Again, $5, $10, $20 right now, that turns into double because we are working on our $10,000 match. So exciting. The next $10,000 that we raise, again, is matched. I cannot thank that donor enough. I really, really appreciate it. How do you donate? Well, there's a ton of ways. Our website is the easiest way, but you can also go to Venmo, our website, like I said, PayPal, and then also Zelle. And I'm tracking all of these as best as I can. When we break for the afternoon, we will have a bit more time to kind of go over what totals we're at. But I would love to try to hit that $10,000 match before we leave here around noon. And it looks like Deborah is ready with Judy. Deborah, I'm going to bring you in if you are ready. Can I get a thumbs up? Okay. Hello.
Hey, everybody. We are at our second stop for the day. We've got Judy and Mia Bean, and I'm going to introduce you to them. Hi, guys. Mia Bean. Oh, and out of here. And out of here. All right. Well, oops. Hello. Go say hi. We got lots of dogs here, you guys. Lots of dogs.
Everyone, Judy is a volunteer with the Live Like Real Foundation, so it's really special for us to be here today. Can you tell us a little bit about Mia Bean and what's going on?
Yeah. Mia was our last pause foster puppy that we ended up keeping, so we had to stop fostering for pause. But she's a gentle giant, super sweet girl. She's about 8 now. And we found a lump on her back hip recently. So the doctor removed it, and sadly it came back a soft tissue sarcoma. So we're exploring our options going forward with her, but hoping for the best.
Yeah.
Well, we thank you so much for having us today. We have a few things to just hopefully brighten yours and Mia Bean's day. One of which is this big bed. You look at the bed. We'll put this just kind of here for now. And this is a gift bag. In here, blankets and toys. Also in here is a Theo Santa octopus. Aww. And I'm just going to show this to everybody. I think everyone's pretty familiar with the regular octopuses, but there's a Santa Claus edition now. A big thank you to Pet Supplies Plus. 14 stores across Illinois and Indiana are donating all the proceeds back to the foundation with the sales of these octopuses. So go to your Pet Supplies Plus in Illinois and Indiana today and pick some of these up. And then, of course, there's some treats and other things in there. You can share with your siblings if you want, but you don't have to. Next up, thanks to Wellness and Wags, we have a massage for Mia Bean. Kara, who is also on the staff of the Live Like Real Foundation.
I actually did the massage therapy classes.
Oh, so you know Kara then. Yes, she's great, and she'll be so excited.
But I'm familiar with it. Thank you
Okay,
so much.
yeah, of course. we also, thanks to very special donations from Furbo, have a Furbo for you. So you now can keep an eye on everybody when you're not here. You're very, very welcome. And lastly, we wanted to let you know that the foundation is going to cover all of your past cancer-related bills at Boulevard Vet, and we will be covering your cancer-related bills at VSC moving forward.
So much.
You're very, very welcome. Happy Giving Tuesday.
What do you think, Mia Bean?
We got your back. livelikeroo's got your back. Okay, you too. You too. Oh, you are a puppy. Yes, you are. You have this puppy bratty sibling. Do you have a bratty puppy sibling?
She does.
So thank you so much for having us here today, and we're here for you. We've got you covered. So as always, just the foundation, whatever you need.
I hope
Deborah and Joe and everybody else on the staff and board are always going to be here to cover what we can for you. So thanks for having us today, and again, thank you to Pet Supplies Plus, Furbo, and Wellness and Wags for your very generous donations today.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
Awesome work. Thank you guys. Yeah, Trudy is a volunteer of ours who is incredible, always helps out when she can. So again, I know the video quality wasn't great there, but just an FYI, we are going to pay her Boulevard Vet. So Boulevard Vet in Chicago, they now have, I believe, 5 locations, maybe 4. I think Lakeview, I think, is their 4th. I might be wrong. But we partner with them for vetting, and Judy had taken Mia Bean to the Ravenswood location. So we are going to help her with that bill that she already paid for mass removal, and then help her going forward. Again, she's somebody that has volunteered with us for a while, does a lot for rescue, does a lot in the animal rescue world. So those are the kind of people that we love to help. And obviously Mia Bean means a lot to her. So again, we have a $10,000 match. Let me do just a quick little refresh here. All right, we are at 3,200, which is great. So we've got a ways to go. I can't monitor every cent coming in, but I think it's great already that we're at this amount so early. And like I said, I woke up to so many donations, which is just amazing. While we're here, I'm going to do a little promotion of things that we have coming up. Let me remove this banner. I wish I could show you guys behind the scenes of like the screen that I see and how much stuff I'm doing back here. But we do have some events coming up that I wanted to talk about. So on this Sunday is the Holiday Craft Bazaar, which is a huge event that we have done. Actually, now this is the 10th year. So this is a huge milestone for us. That's coming up on Sunday. It's at the Park Tavern in Chicago. There's plenty of parking. You can get your animals picture taken with Santa. There's handmade crafts. A bunch of the animal organizations from Chicagoland bring their merchandise to sell. So it's great for buying gifts. And then you also are supporting nonprofits in the process. So really, really great event. We also, sorry, this one I didn't have time to crop it. So just act like I'm not there for a second, or here, I will put this background. Oh, no, I won't. Okay. Okay, sorry. So this is Anything Is Possible on December 10th from 1 o'clock to 3. We'll have crafts there. We also will have merchandise for sale. We will have Christmas items for sale. So that'll be a great one as well. And then the day after, we will be at Bosley's. There's a dog-friendly market. We actually get proceeds from the ticket sales for this. It's 12 to 4. Again, we'll have our merchandise. We'll have Christmas items, holiday items, gifts, that kind of thing. So please come by to that. And then we also have photos with Santa the same day. So this is a busy day, but you definitely need to get your picture taken with Santa ship at this event. We already have a bunch of people signed up for that. Please go to our website or our Facebook page and you can get the ticket links to sign up for these. I'll also be posting them in the coming weeks as they get closer. And then on December 22nd, it's one of my favorites. The holiday show is December 22nd at 7 Central. It is sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, so that's amazing. They always support us. I see you, Ginger. I'll be with you shortly. You're saving me right now. Uh, so the holiday show, again, amazing musicians, performances, really, really just a special time. And we've been doing that holiday show since COVID, basically after Eric passed away. For those of you that don't know the story, Eric passed away in October of 2020, and we decided to do the show in his memory, in his honor. And it just turned out amazing. We raised a lot of money, but the most important thing was that we were able to honor Eric and really put on an amazing show. I'm so thankful to the artists, comedians, dancers. Like, we have all kinds of talent. It's not just like, singing and playing the guitar, although the people that submit things for that are simply amazing. But it's all kinds of acts. And we actually have 2 female comedians this year that I'm so excited about. And I'll have more on that as well. Why is my hair like see-through? Did you see that? Okay, here comes when I get loopy. Lori, thank you so much for donating. I know that you've had an extremely difficult year. I don't know if you want to come on with me, but if you do, feel free. I can send you the link on Facebook, but I really appreciate you donating. Many of you will remember Lori and I had a live video where we were able to pay tons of her bills. She had racked up tens of thousands of bills to try to save her Smokey, and unfortunately he ended up passing away after they had left the chemo session, and just absolutely heartbreaking. Lori is amazing, what she has done for animals. And if you've not seen that segment, it lives on our YouTube page. I'm going to start to cry. But yeah, she's an incredible human being and does so much in the rescue world. The least we could do was help her out. And unfortunately, she lost Smokey, who was absolutely adorable. Unfortunately, I didn't get to meet him, but he was so special. All right, I'm bringing in Ginger and Ox. Hi, Ginger. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How about you?
Good. Happy Giving Tuesday. I know that you've got to run, so we won't be too long. But before we start, I do want to play back when we surprised you. I do have that on here, so I'm going to show that, and then we'll be back to you. Okay.
Okay.
We love people that give back. Obviously, building an orphanage in Ethiopia is a thing. So we don't want you to worry about the costs of anything. So we will cover everything going forward and any testing that you've already had. So please send Deborah all the receipts you have for anything. Basically, Ox is a Rue dog for life. So anything cancer related or lump or bump related, we have that for you. And we really, really appreciate everything you do and telling your story, which is it's not an easy story to tell. But thank you, Ginger, for everything that you've done. And the least we can do is give back to you and your amazing dog.
Oh my God, thank you so much. You have no idea what a relief that is. Being a medical school student, I live on student loans, and so we have a very limited amount of money for living expenses, and so thank you so much. I can't even tell you what that means to us. You just had to do that, didn't you?
I know. It's really hard to watch those back because that emotion of like that moment, which we will see so many of those moments today. It feels so good to do it, but knowing the relief, I think, and it's happy tears, it definitely is, but it's tough to watch. So Ginger, please give us an update on Ox. I know it's been kind of a roller coaster. You've been really good at keeping in touch with us and letting us know what's going on, but where are we today?
There are no new tumors that we know of. He had one pop up right after his surgery again, and so we've been keeping it at bay with Benadryl, actually. I didn't. I'm studying to be a naturopathic doctor, so I think chemotherapy has its place, but I did not feel comfortable putting him on chemotherapy. Um, the cost was one thing. The other factor was I know what chemo does. And so maybe a little bit more than the average person. And I just didn't feel like that was a place where we could go. Um, but I'm grateful that it's there. It's there as an option if we need it. Um, we've been struggling a lot with he had some mobility issues shortly after the surgery, and then now he's got skin issues going crazy, and so we're working on getting him on a raw food diet. I can't cook it. Yeah, I mean, raw food, cook. No, that doesn't work. We can't. I don't have the time to go out and shop and put it all together. So we're doing a freeze dried um, raw food diet. And I think that's right now, that's where some of the skin issues are coming from. Anytime I change his diet, we have some of that. He's playing again. That's the biggest thing because I was so worried. It was like 3 months and 4 days, literally counting the days before he played again. And the we live on campus. The young people, I just turned 60 on Thanksgiving Day, so the young people on campus, they love Ox, and we have some puppies, and Ox is a pit bull, and he's really good with puppies and small dogs. And I remember the day that he played. The young people that we were out in the yard with, they were like, Ginger, look, he's running, he's playing. And I was so excited to see that again. And he's doing well. We started some homeopathy and chiropractic care, and I just every day I rub over his body looking for new tumors. I think that's going to be an always thing. Always worried about that, but right now it's finding the right food for him, and so that's where we're at. And he went over on the other side. I can't get the camera to him better that way. But I'm so grateful for you guys and the help that you've given us. And I'm just I don't know how we would have done it. The surgery was extensive, and he's got like a 10-inch zipper on his which side? On his right side, and about a 5-inch zipper on his left side. And so I just joke around and tell people that's where his secret stash compartments are. We hide things there. But he's doing great, and I'm so grateful, so very grateful. He's coming to school with me again.
Good.
And so that's good for me and the other students. I think his title needs to be service/therapy dog, because so many of the young people on campus have had to leave their dogs back home with family members. And dogs are important to us. I did not always believe that.
I remember.
I was afraid of dogs. I didn't like to be around dogs. I couldn't stand dogs. It was like, no way, get them away from me. And then this dog came into my life. And my sister, she's an animal lover like crazy. And she's like, so when your heart and when you over to dogs, their reputation is so bad, but yet this dog is he has been called by numerous people an ambassador for the breed.
Aw.
And I think that is truly what he is. I keep looking to see where he's at so that maybe I can try. Okay, he's down below. He's down below.
There he is.
There he is.
There's my buddy.
Say hi.
Hi,
Can you say
buddy.
hi?
Do you hear us talking about you? Oh, Ox.
Every time I get the camera out, he turns his face or something.
I love him.
But
though. Yeah, so Ginger, make sure that we get those bills for the food, obviously. Please send those to Deborah. We can definitely help with that. But thank you so, so much for supporting us. I always see you commenting on uh-oh, did we lose you? Uh-oh. We lost you, Ginger, if you can hear me. Uh-oh. Hold on, let me see if I can unmute you. It says your mic isn't connected, FYI. Nope. Let me try to, I bounced you for a second. But how cute is Ox, honestly? So cute. All right, let's see if I can get her back. Ginger? Lost you. When I try to unmute you, it says your mic isn't connected. Technical difficulties. There we go.
okay. All right.
You're back.
New program for me, so I've just forgot to see.
Hey, you sound beautiful though. Like the mic, whatever you're using, it sounds great on here. That's all I'm saying.
It's a Bose headset I had to get because I'm so sensitive to noise.
Yeah.
So when I'm studying, I have to use it. It comes in really handy because I live on campus.
Yeah,
Students are loud.
Yeah, it sounds so good. So yeah,
what
Ginger,
were you saying?
Make sure that we get your bills for the food. We can definitely help with that going forward because I know that can get expensive, the raw diet and whatever else you're ordering. Just let us know. I mean that comes with our lifetime grant to you. So please send those bills to Deborah.
Thank you so much. I tell everybody that I know. I share your links on my Facebook page all the time. I'm like, look, you guys, these are the folks that helped with Ox, with his surgery and everything. And so I'm doing my best. I'm not in a position where I can give back yet
Don't worry
to you guys, but I give back to students in other ways. So
yeah, we know that, and we thank you. Even as I say to people, if you share, I constantly see you commenting on things. That helps us so much too. So please know, it's not just a monetary thing that we need. We need people that like you that spread the word because you never know who's going to see that. And if you just watched the Chris Cole segment that I had on, Chris Cole was somebody that obviously found out about us through somebody else sharing. So that those kind of things mean so much to us. And again, it's not always about you doling over money. It's about sharing and actually even coming on here today, Ginger, because I know how many people love you and Ox and your story so much. And we hope that he continues to play and eat well. And please send us all the bills. We love you so much.
I got to show you my shirt.
Okay, let's see.
Look.
Oh, I love that. Oh,
so that was a birthday present. So
awesome. I love it. And who got that for you?
My son and daughter in love.
Oh, perfect. I love that, Ginger.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, wear it proudly. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you
too.
so much. And we love you. And please give Ox a huge hug for me. I love that dog so much.
I will. Thank you. I do too.
All right. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you all so much. Please give, you guys, please, if you can.
Thank you, Ginger.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Okay, Lori, I see your comment. I can send you a link. That would be awesome. So let me see what our ETA. Okay, Lori, I got your thing here. I'm gonna send you the link. I don't know where we're gonna be in an hour, Lori, but I'll send this to you now. Thank you for coming on. If anybody else wants to come on, just please holler at me. Okay, so Nicole, I call her Nick, sorry. So when you hear Nick, that's why. Nicole, Riley, and Deborah are on their way to the next spot, which is Lord Stanley and Elizabeth. Lord Stanley is the cutest little dog. I think he's little. It might be the angle of the picture, but this is him. So they're going to come on shortly with a surprise. And again, if you missed it earlier, we surprised Kaya. We paid her medical bill, which was $1,990. She had surgery to remove a mass. Adorable dog from One Tail at a Time, I believe they said that she was from. I'm hoping, and it looks like Sarah's not here yet, I'm hoping that Sarah will be able to come on with Luna. Many of you will remember the surprise that we had with Sarah, which I'll show if she can come on, but she was very touched by our surprise. It looks like they just arrived at Lord Stanley's, so that's awesome. But for just, you know, a little levity, I wanted to show you what happened when I had Sarah on live that I had to cut out of the actual video. I think it's good that she had the surgery. You've already saved her once, and now you're saving her again. So yeah, we're gonna help you pay for everything.
Oh no!
Yeah. So things don't always go as planned. The ring light, I've got a new ring light, which I can't show you guys because it's up there now, but it literally came crashing down in the middle of like the worst moment ever. But Sarah has been keeping us updated on Luna. Unfortunately, they think that she has an infection. So she had to take her into the vet this morning. She had a 9:30 appointment. So she's still going to try to make it on live with us. I really did want to get an update with her because she was so thankful. Her initial email to me said, I'm not sure if I uploaded everything properly because I can't see through the tears that I'm crying as I apply. And just really touched my heart. She's somebody that rescued Luna from the street and wasn't sure what she was going to do because she had other dogs. She ended up keeping her, and unfortunately she's had a lot of medical issues with her. So us being able to help her just, you know, with some of these costs of surgeries and such was great. So I'm hoping that she can come on again around 11:15. Sumo will be here. He's one of my sweet loves from CACC that unfortunately now has cancer. He's a big lug. So his mom, Melanie, will be on. And then Brendan will be on probably around 11:30 or so, maybe a little bit later. And then I'm hoping to have a surprise in between there, but I don't want to say it in case any of them are watching. But hopefully we can make that happen too. So we are just now waiting for Deborah and Riley and Nicole to pop in. Let's do a money check. So again, the next, so basically the first, what I'm going to say is the first $10,000 that we raise is going to be matched. So we gotta make this happen. Yep, we're creeping up there. Wow. All right. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to add while we do this, but yeah, we are creeping up there. So again, the first $10,000 that we raised today is going to be matched. And I would love for that to happen before we leave this morning little session. It's time to be real. For those of you that know what Be Real is, go take your Be Real now. And here's mine. Okay. Anyway, the social media today. Thank you again, Lori. I would love if you could come on. If you can come on around a little before noon, I think that would be perfect. And let me get an update from Deborah here. So all right. And again, this evening we'll have more surprises. So if you start to tune in around 4:30, we have a cat on early. We also have Presley and Dustin hopefully joining us, and Buddy is going to be on with Lou. Unfortunately, some bad news with Buddy, but we'll wait to share that with you. Also, Zoe, who's with Lori, who we've been helping that family for a few years, is on. We have a surprise with Kaylee. Here comes Deborah to save me as I'm tap dancing. All right, thumbs up, thumbs up. Bam, don't have a choice.
Are you talking everybody's ear off?
I was hurting here, so thank you. Good to
All right,
see
well,
you.
Lord Stanley's going to take over now. He's
Yes,
got a
love
lot
it.
to say.
Yes.
He's going to tell us all about it.
Oh, buddy.
What's that? All right.
So hi everybody, we are here at Lord Stanley's house, and this is his mom, Liz. So Liz, if you wouldn't mind just telling us a little bit about Lord Stanley and what's going on and his journey, that would be great.
So we just in September we got a diagnosis of transitional cell carcinoma of the prostate, which unfortunately doesn't have a really good prognosis for dogs. Fortunately, he's been symptom-free up to this point, and we're just trying to go with every day. Make the best of it.
Yeah, best of what you can, day by day.
Yeah.
Well, we want to thank you so much for having us today. It's really great to be able to meet Lord Stanley. He's a Hawks fan, so clearly we love him.
Yes.
And a Cubs fan, even better, which our founder will not agree with me on that. But we wanted to give you a few things today, just to make the days cheerier and goodness. This is a bag packed.
What's in there?
Full of toys and treats and squeakies. We heard that you really like the squeakies, Lord Stanley. We would like to thank Pet Supplies Plus. 14 stores throughout the Illinois and Indiana area are donating 100% of proceeds back from the Theo's Octopus. There is a Santa edition now, so thank you to Pet Supplies Plus for that.
Oh my
Look at all the
goodness.
squeakies.
Oh my goodness.
We would also like to get Lord Stanley a massage from Wellness and Wags. Kara, who is on our staff, has this wonderful company, and she comes to you and will provide him with just a nice, gentle, loving massage. So thank you, Wellness and Wags, for your donation as well. This bed, this bed is just perfect for you. You can cuddle right up in there. Can't you? And then also a big thank you to Furbo for donating us Furbos. We would like to give you one. So anytime you have to leave, you can keep an eye on the Lord here and toss him some treats when you're not home.
Oh my goodness, honey, what is this? He loves presents.
Clearly. How much fun are you having?
This is early. His birthday is actually Christmas Day.
Oh,
so
Christmas,
this
honey.
is early Christmas for him, right, Bobby? Honey.
But his mommy just had her birthday a couple of weeks ago, so he got all her presents.
Were his.
Because he got me a lot of squeaky toys.
Sometimes, I pick them up for him, and he gets him squeaky toys.
Hi, is this so much fun?
Oh my goodness, what's
Oh,
this?
look at that.
Oh, that's going to be nice for cuddling on cold winter days. Stanley.
There's some little squeakies in here too, but it looks like you're going to have no problem with that big one. Well, again, thank you so much for having us today. It's a pleasure to meet him.
So much. The support group has given me a lot. I haven't had a chance to comment on a lot of stuff, but it's been
You use it as you
really
need it,
helped
even
me.
if you can't comment. Just if you're having a rough moment and you want to look and see what others are going through, it is a really good place. And
It is.
please know that you can reach
It
out
is.
to any of us at any time as well.
I greatly appreciate
You're a
it.
Live Like Roo dog now, Stanley. Yeah. So here's for his massage. And again, thank you so much to Pet Supplies Plus, Furbo, and Wellness and Wags for your generous donations. Clearly, they're making the days a lot of times today.
All the way
Who
in the
doesn't love a
bag.
dog in a bag?
He's like, this is just awesome, honey. Oh, is there something more?
There's a whole stocking,
Stocking
Mom.
for your birthday.
Oh.
What's this? What?
Get it out of there. What's in there?
Come on, you guys.
More more toys.
Whoa.
Oh, regular and a Santa octopus.
This is crazy.
They squeak too, buddy. More squeakies.
All right. Well, I think he's got some stuff to do for. I think we're.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you very much for coming. This was amazing.
Thank you guys. I love him beyond. I really would love to meet him at some point. He's like a little mini shepherd corgi mix. He's so sweet. And Elizabeth, thanks for mentioning the support group. For anybody watching that has an animal with cancer, we have an amazing group on Facebook that is a support group that I send almost everybody to that has questions about a cancer diagnosis. It really, really is an incredible group. And I know it has helped so many people. Deborah, thank you guys so much. We will see you guys shortly, hopefully with a little detour stop.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Sarah, I'm going to add you in if you're ready. I was just talking about Sarah, everybody. Let me see if I can unmute. There you go. Hi, Sarah. I was talking to everybody about Luna. Before we get started, I actually wanted to play a little portion of your segment back so that everybody can be reminded of that. And then we also will get an update for you about how she's doing. Just give me 1 second here. Or maybe I don't have it. Oh, there she is. Hold on 1 second here. I don't have it. Unfortunately, I thought I had you on here. But Sarah, what I do have, which I just played, that I want to play for you, is when I actually announced it and I had a malfunction, which I think you noticed. So
Yes.
I think it's good that she had the surgery. You've already saved her once, and now you're saving her again. So yeah, we're gonna help you pay for everything.
Oh no!
Yeah. So I really did ruin that magical moment when my ring light came crashing down on me. But Sarah, I know that you spent the morning at the vet with Luna. So can you give us an update on her? I love her so much.
Well, Luna went to go and see the specialist, and he had thought that he had gotten most of it, but he said maybe not. And so today it confirmed he did not get all of the tumor. So she has to have another surgery.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Other than that, she's doing well. She plays as much as she can because she's not allowed to play too much. She still likes being out there barking at everyone and being a little dramatic. She's still as sweet as ever.
Yeah.
And so
Good. Well, we will cover the next surgery, Sarah. As you know, from when I had surprised you a few months ago, you know, she's a Roo dog for life. You saved her once, and we want to help you, you know, continue to save her. But please just let us know when the surgery is, and I'll make sure all of that's covered for you. But I love her so much, and we so appreciate everything you do for her. And I know that you have other dogs there too that you've helped out immensely. And I hope that you can hang in there, and please let us know anything that we can do.
well, on behalf of Luna and myself, we thank you so much because this could not be possible. Having hope, being able to continue to love her every day, and having her here with me. I thank you so much. To everyone at livelikeroo.
You're so welcome. So everybody, please, again, we're gunning for this $10,000 match right now. I would love to try to hit that before noon. Luna is exactly the animal that we love to help. Look at her. Last time I saw her, she had a big cone on. I know that she had just, I think that was a few days after her one surgery.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. And how's her demeanor? Is she still acting like nothing's wrong with her?
She is still, when she goes out with her brothers and sisters, she gets dramatic with them, wants to bark. She gets just full of life when she's outside. She loves being outdoors.
Oh.
That's her favorite place. Indoors, she just wants to lounge.
Yeah, and that's what matters, is that she's still herself. So we got you, Sarah. Keep in touch with me. I know that you and I talk a lot on email, but please, anything that you need, please let me know. And I really appreciate you jumping on here after a vet visit this morning.
Well, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Take care. Oh, Luna. Oh, I love her so much. I'm so glad that they were able to jump on. Again, guys, we're trying for this $10,000 match. I'm just trying to update and refresh here. Okay, we are creeping up. I would also like to note that the average donation is $61, which is absolutely incredible. When you think about that amount of people donating, that is the average. It's just simply incredible. Peggy, I'm so glad that you checked in. Thank you so much for donating. I swear I'm not going to cry, but I'm starting to tear up already. Thank you, Peggy. It means so much. So again, guys, we would love to hit that $10,000 match. And my next guest is here, and I'm so excited to see him. Sumo. Hi, Melanie. How are you?
Thanks for having us. We're sending our love to Luna and Sarah. It's heartbreaking to hear their story, but she's a trooper.
Yeah, it's so hard, and I know you're going through your own battle with him. So everybody knows. So I met Sumo. Man, what year was that, Melanie? Did we figure out what year that was?
I think it was 2014.
But yeah, so it was a while ago.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, so this is him actually on the left. That's my friend Elisa. We volunteered at Animal Care and Control with really the rescue only dogs, some adoptables, but a lot of what we did is kind of evaluate these animals for rescues to pull them or for people to adopt. And there's his cage picture, which just absolutely breaks my heart because he looks so sad there, and now he just looks great despite this cancer diagnosis. So tell us kind of how, just to kind of start from the beginning, how you ended up adopting him, what he's been like the past few years, and then how this cancer diagnosis came about.
Yeah, of course. So we actually had 2 dogs already from Chicago Animal Care and Control. They were just medium-sized super mutts, Elsie and Emma. And we had a lot of friends who worked with the rescues, and we saw a picture of Sumo and said, we'll do a temporary foster for him. They were looking for just someone to have him for a couple weeks until he could get a ride to a different state for a foster that had agreed to take him. I think it was in Minnesota. And then after 2 weeks, we said, is it cool if we keep him for like 1 more week? And then, of course, that turned into forever. So we've had 3 Chicago Animal Care and Control alum, and our other old girls have since passed on, and Sumo has been living with us ever since 2014. We left Chicago in 2020, so the past few years he's been traveling around the country, and he's gotten to so much hiking and hanging out with me and my husband. He's just really had a great life, and we're really grateful that he came into our life and we've had all this time with him.
Yeah, I love that. And so I think he's doing chemo, right?
Yeah, he is. And we did struggle a lot with that decision because, of course, it's hard for an animal to advocate for themselves. So you have to do the best you can to get as informed as possible about the diagnosis and about the treatment. Sumo has a type of lymphoma, which is fortunately very treatable. So he has a therapy called the CHOP therapy, which involves several drugs. And actually yesterday they told us if he was going to have trouble with the chemo, it was going to be this one. And he's a little bit tired today, but as you can see, he's still very excited about treats. And he's doing really well. He still wants to go on walkies. And so he's a little maybe extra snuggly, and he's got his Live Like Guru pajamas to keep him warm because he has lost a lot of weight, a lot of muscle weight. But he's doing fantastic, and we were very fortunate to have him get a cancer that was so treatable. And we've had pet insurance ever since we've had him with a cancer rider, and that's just been so wonderful to have, so valuable to have. It's paid for itself multiple times over. And so we feel very fortunate that that wasn't a decision that we had to face. And I would definitely recommend to folks to get pet insurance, whenever possible.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've heard that, and I can't tell you how many times I've experienced that with my own dogs, where we're like, oh wow, this is a bill, and then it's covered, and it really is minimal for what you get back. And I know not everybody can afford pet insurance, but like Melanie said, if you can, it is so worth it, especially if something like this comes about. It's really saves you, honestly. So I had reached out to Melanie because our mutual friend reached out to me. So I had said, listen, anything he needs. And she's like, I'm good. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to send you some PJs and a care package. Yeah. And anything else that he needs or any adventures you guys take, if you want to do photo shoots or anything like that, we got you for that. So
that's awesome. Thank you so much. We're very excited about the McDonald's gift card because he's never had a hamburger. He has had some meat. We were vegetarians mostly in our household, but of course we feed him regular, dog food. And but it's rare that he gets a chance to sample red meat. So that'll be very exciting for him.
That is usually a fan favorite of the cancer care packages that we send. It's either ice cream or a burger. So I love to hear that. Melanie, thanks for coming on again. It's really difficult. I think you probably connected with Lucy originally because we were all on the transfer team together, and we worked a lot with Minnesota rescues. So I totally remember this story. But it's really difficult for us to hear when one of the dogs that we saved one time, is sick or has passed away, because we're getting to that point now where they're aging, and especially the pitties that we've all like fallen in love with. Unfortunately, they do get illnesses or they do pass away from just old age. It's really, really tough to take because we are so stuck on those dogs that we helped get out of that shelter. So thank you so much for adopting and rescuing. We really, really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for rescuing him and connecting us. We are eternally grateful. He has truly been a lifesaver for us and he's actually a registered psychiatric service dog too. And so he's been very important in our life.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. It says so much. Again, we just talked to Ginger about being an ambassador for the breed. Perfect example. Those dogs have incredible hearts. They're just amazing. Sumo, I see you, buddy. Happy holidays, Melanie. And thank you
for coming
on. We really, really appreciate it. I know you took time out of your busy day. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great one.
All right, take care. Bye, Sumo.
Bye.
Oh, buddy. I love him. All right, another amazing guest. Again, CACC, Chicago Animal Care and Control Dogs Have My Heart. For those of you that don't know the story of Rue, I know most of you here have been following since the beginning, but I know that we have some newcomers too. But Rue was, and he's up there in this corner. Oh my goodness. It's backwards, FYI, so don't make fun of me. He's up there in the corner. Sorry, one second. Oh, thanks, Melanie. You're so sweet. So Rue came from Animal Care and Control, which is where Sumo came from. And in 2015, I went on Easter Sunday to look for a dog to possibly foster. And it was a packed shelter filled with dogs with flu. So the canine influenza was really rampant at that point. And the dogs, when they got out of Animal Care and Control, unfortunately had to be in isolation. Like they could not be around other dogs. So it was difficult to find a place that, number one, either had no other pets or could board a sick animal and do basically like 24/7 care on these animals. Some of them needed oxygen or IVs and really needed a ton of care. So Rue, I ended up rescuing him. I think it was like a week later. We had to find some place to board him. We did find a vet that could board him. And he was so sick for 3 weeks. I think he had to be isolated from all of our other pets. And when we finally got him healthy, he was an owner surrender that we think was possibly eating stones or trying to chew through metal. I have a visitor, so I'm going to bring her up. I'm going to interrupt the Rue story. Hi, Dutchie. Come on. Okay, this is Duchess, everybody. So I'm going to interrupt the roost story for Duchess. She is currently my foster. She does have cancer. She had a belly filled with mammary masses. I mean, huge masses. I'll share pictures of those later. She is the sweetest dog. She follows me everywhere. She is so happy when I come inside. I start, I'm a pet sitter as well. And I was gone the week of Thanksgiving, and I would come home and her entire body would wag. It was the sweetest thing. Unfortunately, this cancer probably has spread, and probably don't have long with her, and that's tough to take. But she's a Live Like Roo dog. She is from Perfect Pooches Adoption Agency. So Colleen, all of our Chihuahuas actually, currently Trudy and Mac as well, and she's that we had before, unfortunately passed away, have all come from Colleen and Perfect Pooches. But we're going back to the vet on Monday to check the rest of her masses to see how much it spread and if we can remove any more. But unfortunately, I was reading the vet report yesterday. It looks like it spread into other places, which obviously is not good when it gets into the organs and other places like that. So so she's our dog. We haven't adopted her officially yet, but she's my little shadow. I love her so much. She's only 10 years old. So having to go through this with such a young dog that has kind of an old face is really tough. I'm so attached to her because of how attached to me she is. But okay, I'm not gonna cry. We're not crying, right? We're happy. Yeah, we're happy. We're raising money. Dogs like Duchess are the ones that we really want to help, that come from a shelter, a rescue. She was set to be euthanized. I think she came from Louisiana, if I remember correctly. And so we were able to foster her through Colleen, and hopefully end up adopting her. And I would love for her to hang out for a few years, but it's not looking too great right now. So this one's going to be tough for sure. But she's amazing. She eats well. She loves all our dogs. She cuddles with Mac. I'm sorry, my hair is hitting you. She smiles. She lays in the bed between us. She loves Ship, John, my husband. And I love her so much. So I'm really hoping that we can at least try to give her some weeks or months or something. It would be great. She's a love. So this is the type of dog that we love to help. Again, we're trying to get to a $10,000 match. So please help us. Sorry about that, guys. It's going to happen more today. So if Sherry Crawford likes to see me cry, we are inching up on our goal. I haven't checked Facebook in a while, or Venmo or PayPal, so I know those are happening as well, right, Duchess? You my girl? Yeah, she's my little shadow. She just woke up. Anyway, so I wanted to continue the story about Live Like Roo and how we came about. For those of you that don't know, thank you. I knew everybody would love Duchess when I heard her trotting in here. She was sleeping on the couch with Mac. She's literally like the best dog. Yes. So after we had rescued Roo from the shelter and he isolated, we went to get his teeth removed because we think that he was either eating rocks to survive or trying to get out of a crate. He came in as an owner surrender with urination issues. So when he was getting his teeth removed, they checked about the urination issues to see if they could neuter him and if that would fix it. And unfortunately, that's when they found out he had cancer. So it wasn't treatable at that point. We pretty much gave him a thanks, Sarah. I appreciate it. We pretty much gave him a bucket list, and because he was a pity type dog, it went viral. And he stayed at the Waldorf. We went on boat rides. He had like the best 6 months ever. And unfortunately, when he did pass away, it was tough because we had a lot of people following his bucket list and his story. And I knew, when I got his diagnosis, I had to pull over on the side of the road because I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe that we were going to lose him. I guess it was hard to take, especially with how young he was. He was 5 at that point. So when he passed away, I knew that helpless feeling and kind of feeling like you're on an island. Like I've never had an animal with cancer. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to talk to. So I took the Facebook page and basically made it a foundation. And to be honest with you, I know that I say this almost every year. If I knew everything I would have to do to turn this into a charity, I'm not sure I would do it. It was a lot of work. It still is a lot of work. We have an amazing staff. That's really the only way that I can get through this anymore is the staff and the board. And without them, it's impossible. But we've been going since February 2016. And I do actually would like to announce now that our goal for the end of 2022 is to give out $500,000. So we are very close to that number. In fact, I need to check where we are. But the donations today are going to help that. So in 2022, we will have given out $500,000, $500,000 to people that need us. And that is, it says so much about all of you that donate. It says so much about the people that we support that give back to us by sharing or coming on, like Sarah had just come on. $500,000 in 2022 is simply incredible. And when you look at the numbers from before the first year, and it's the first year, I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I was using my own money to send out cancer care packages. So seeing how far we have come since 2016, when you look at the numbers, is unbelievable. And I believe the highest number that we've had before, if we can get to this $500,000, is around $337,000. So in a world that we live in right now and the economy that we live in right now, it is so incredibly amazing. And I'm so grateful that we can get to that number. And I'm coming right back because I got Deborah here and we've got a breaking news surprise. Let's do this.
All right, here we are at one of our partners. Here we are. Hello, you're live on camera.
We wanted to stop by and thank you all so much. We're at Boulevard Vets, everybody, and they are one of our best, most generous giving partners, and all of their locations take appointments for us, and we couldn't be more grateful to have a partnership with them. So we just wanted to stop by and say thank you and bring all of you lovely, fantastic people some treats today.
Thank you guys for all that you do. You guys are a wonderful organization. We really appreciate you guys too.
Thank you, and sorry to surprise you and drop it right on camera. I know that when I fostered a new dog, I was lucky enough to have her first appointment in biopsy at your River North location. And even though I was a foster, you treated me like I had owned Celia forever. And I really, really appreciated that, because sometimes you just hear fosters really don't get that special treatment as maybe owners would in Boulevard. This is the complete opposite. They were so good to us and Celia. And just thank you from the bottom of my heart, and from Sarah. Joe is on our board here. Deborah is our medical director. So I'm sure one of our medical directors. So I'm sure you work with her quite often as well and hear from her a lot. But yeah, Joe brings his Jinx here. So again, thank you so much. Here's treats for everybody. Sorry for the surprise drop-in, but we had some time. We're going kind of house to house and visiting dogs that we're helping today. So yeah, we thought we'd swing by and say hi. So thank you very much. Happy Giving Tuesday. And we hope you all have a great day. You too.
Awesome. Deborah,
Yes.
if you want to keep me on until you get into the car, okay?
Yep, got it.
Yeah, we're going to ride along with them. Deborah, I may just mute you until you get in there. I'm going to mute them until they get in there. So the next stop is Deborah, I'm going to mute you just till you get in the car, just so we don't have to hear all that traffic. So up next is Brendan. As I said, he's a photographer that helps us with a lot of our events. He's done a lot of bucket list items, that kind of thing. But I did want to shout out Boulevard Vet. I don't want to see anybody getting hit by a car on the way. Ever, please be careful. Boulevard Vet is an amazing partner of ours, and we're so lucky to have them. So a lot of times we do use River North for a lot of our Roo dogs. And you guys will remember Dr. Chen, probably from last year, that came on with Sugar, who was helping us a lot with Sugar and Lauren. She's incredible. The entire team at Boulevard, from the front desk staff to the techs to the doctors, are just incredible. I can't say enough about them. They will drop everything to help a Live Like Roo dog. And again, I can't thank them enough. They give us a really phenomenal discount that I don't take for granted. So I'm really, really so thankful for them. What is happening? Okay, now we're gonna unmute. What are you guys eating? I'm jealous.
We're eating donuts from Something Sweet Donuts on Kedzie Avenue in Albany Park.
Oh, nice. Did they pay you for that promotion or not?
Maybe in donuts.
Who's there? So Riley's driving?
I am, yeah.
Okay, no texting and driving, Riley. I know you're looking at the map.
Oh, stop.
Great job, guys. I love all the dogs, but Lord Stanley really stole the show.
This guy's telling us to stop.
Oh no.
Oh, now we can go.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I really love the live play-by-play of what you guys.
Yeah, Lord Stanley was amazing.
Yeah, he's like the perfect size, right? Like he's just like this little, how much does he weigh? 15 pounds maybe?
Maybe.
Sarah, you know how if you've got a sore shoulder or your pinched nerve, you roll on a tennis ball?
Yeah.
He does that with his squeakies.
Oh.
His mom Liz used to do that for her own back when he was a puppy, and he just picked it up. So all of the squeakies he was taking out of the bags and then rolling his back all over them, giving himself a massage. So he's really gonna enjoy his wellness and wax massage.
Yeah, we got to get that on video. That would make a great TikTok. I love that. Kat, if you're watching, we gotta get Lord Stanley rubbing his back on his TV toys. That's amazing. Somebody doesn't have their seatbelt on, Deborah.
And the car's yelling at me. This fancy car's put your seatbelt on, Debbie.
Oh.
Okay.
Great job, guys. So I did just announce that that we are trying to hit $500,000 for the end of the year. So that is out there in the world right now. So I'm so excited. I know Deborah. So for those of you that don't know, Deborah does a ton behind the scenes of the medical kind of vetting the applications, talking to people. She's basically Laura's right-hand person. Right-hand woman, I guess I could say. I was trying not to say. I was trying not to say right-hand man.
Woman.
She's all woman. Okay,
All
girly. Take it easy, everybody.
Woo! Give it Tuesday.
So Deborah sees, and again, it's not a thankless job, but it's a really tough job because she's got to comb through a lot. She's got to say, "Hey, sorry, it's a year later and your animal passed away, but we are ready to
money."
Yeah. So Deborah, can you kind of talk about that, where we are in the applications right now?
So right now we're still working on late September, early October. And so it really sucks every time somebody puts in an application and sends all the, required paperwork. And then I have to send them this email back that's I'm really sorry to hear about your dog, but we are working, we've got 375 applications that are ahead of you. So this day is always a really good day, and just got a work call. You'll see me cry a lot later in the afternoon when I'm on at home in the safety of my own couch. When we're able to give people money that have been waiting for so long, it really breaks my heart every time I have to send that email. And sometimes I just have to put my laptop away for the day after I've had to do 5 of those emails, because we get so many applications and so many people on the wait list. So yeah, this day is always really exciting because we get so much money in and we can help so many people.
Yeah, and again, thank you. I woke up to a really full email inbox. I was up since 3 a.m. just stressing about the day. And, you know, when you know that you have a $10,000 match to meet, it's kind of, it's stressful. It's amazing, but you just want to reach it. And that 10,000 turns into 20, and it helps Deborah and the medical team, Laura, so much. It helps them get out of a huge rut, which again, she's looking at applications from over a year ago at some point. So right now in our current system, we look at every application, and if somebody sends in their paperwork and has all their bills in order, we try to help them. And you know, that's our current system. We're looking at other ways to do things to try to keep up, because it's really hard to have to say no to somebody that needs those funds right now. And what if Deborah could send, you know, $1,000 right now for some kind of testing? Would that have helped save that dog, cat, ferret, rabbit, bunny, horse, all of those, if we were able to help at that time? And we want to give every applicant a chance, but we are looking at other ways to help and make the best use of our money to help. Instead of somebody having to be in a $5,000 hole, maybe we help with the $1,500 to begin with, and they don't have to go into that amount of debt. So really, that's, you know, something that we're looking at. We're really looking at better ways to do things and help more people. But our biggest goal is to give out $500,000, but also get out of 2021's applications and try to get all of those people some money and get them some help, even if unfortunately the animal has passed away. And again, that's really heartbreaking to have to hear that. But as Deborah said this past week, do you think that people aren't happy even if their dog passed away, if we can still give them money? Of course.
Some people are paying off credit card debt or like in collections, or people are so happy, even if it's a year and they're on, you know, tragically their animal is passed, they're so happy to get that email from us. So that's like the other side of the coin for the job. It's like, I get to be part of that happy moment and like take off like some of that relief from them. So
yeah, and again, it is kind of a thankless job. I am very thankful. I know that people that apply are so thankful, but it is, you know, it's tough on your mental health sometimes. And especially Laura, what a scene. Especially Laura and Deborah see a lot of the sadness and a lot of the emails that deal with that. So thank you again, Deborah. I know that you guys are on your way. What is your ETA?
What is our ETA, driver?
11:47, 11:45-ish.
So 5-10 minutes, we'll see you again.
10 minutes, that's like 2 minutes.
4 minutes.
I mean, but then it's downtown. We got to find parking.
Okay. I'll tap dance until then with Duchess. At least I have a tapping partner now.
Tap dance till about noon, and just kidding. We're gonna go for a drink real quick downtown.
All right, thank you guys. Love you. See you soon.
All right, love you. See you later.
All right, guys. That's our road team on the way to their last stop. Again, we're going to be seeing and meeting London very shortly. And here's London. Beautiful girl. I just love her. I believe that they have 3 pitties, if I remember correctly. Okay, so sorry. I know I've interrupted the story of Rue a few times. But when you see how far we've come from $19,000 given out in 2016 to now this year, 500,000, hopefully. Just amazing, and a testament to everybody that donates to us and supports us and shares. I did want to note too, it was so proper of Ginger to say, you know, I share your posts, or I comment on your posts. Right now in this weird Facebook world that we're in, that means more to me, honestly, than money, because that means more people are seeing that post because you've reacted to it, because you've shared it, because you've liked it, because you've commented on it. Facebook right now does not care about charities and nonprofits. They care about people's content that they're creating, and if you've paid money for somebody to see it. And I do it occasionally to boost a post, but we're not in the business of paying Facebook so people see our posts. If you follow our page, all right, I'm about to go off on a Facebook rant, so hopefully this doesn't get killed because I'm going off on Facebook. It is extremely ridiculous to me that I can't add, number one, a donate button to a personal post for Live Like Rue, where I could do that for years and forever, and now all of a sudden I can't. It's also ridiculous that for anybody to see our content, I need to pay Facebook to boost the post so that people that already follow us, people that have already said that they want to see our content. It's a joke. But I need Facebook. Since 2020, if you look at how much we've raised on Facebook, it's an insane amount of money. And it's because, number one, we started those live happy hours with Eric, and we were able to have a donate button on those happy hours, and it made it very, very easy for people to donate to us that way. We make fundraisers, and they get donations because people like to see follow-ups to stories. We need Facebook, but Facebook does not need us. We don't get any fees for donations that they pay out. We don't. Anyway, I'm going to stop the rant because I don't want to get mad. But anyway, please, anything that you could do, like, share, follow, whatever you can do. I so appreciate that. It means just as much as donating to us at this point. So Ginger was spot on when she said that about not being able to donate to us. And obviously, we're helping her dog and her Ox and her. So I don't expect a donation from her. Like, I would actually be kind of upset if she donated and we were helping her. But sharing and all of that goes such a long way, and we so appreciate it. And anything that anybody can do that gives back after we give to them, we so appreciate it. I just kind of got sidetracked there about the Facebook thing, but there you have it. That's my rant for the day. Again, we are still trying to make this $10,000 match. And I would love to get that before noon. We're on our way now to the city to talk to Brendan. Laura's texting me saying if I need help because of the tap dancing. Laura, I think I'm okay. Actually, Laura, if you want to jump on, that actually would work well if you want to. Well, I'll come to you after Brendan probably. All right, you want to get down? Okay. There you go, Mom. Go this way. Okay. That would be great, actually, Laura, if you want to. I should just text her since she texted me. Okay, and then sorry, I'm trying to check the donations. So again, we have $10,000 match that we're trying to hit here, and I'm trying to check our PayPal and our. Please hold. You okay? Come on. Sorry. We needed a potty break. Sorry about that. I'm the only one here. So, Ship, come home, please. All right. So I'm trying to, as I said, it's hard. A lot of our staff is at work right now. So it's hard to keep up with all of this. Okay. So we got that. Got my calculator. Checking PayPal. Okay. And then I got this. So I won't have the Facebook ones yet. Oh, wow. Guys, we're killing it. We are killing it. We are very close. Hi, Kim Murray. 3486 plus. All right. We oh, now Karen, that's gonna make me cry. Literally, that will make me cry. Okay, Karen, that's gonna be the first real tears of the day. That means so much because I do take a lot of time to reply to everybody, and so does our social media team. So thank you. That does That really does mean a lot to me. And I think back to actually when Facebook started. And, I think when Facebook started is when I really got into rescue. And I felt so connected to organizations that replied back to me, even if it was just a like. So, a perfect example is One Tail at a Time, who our dog Steve is from. They would reply to me, and I would be kind of like in awe of it. And I think that is so important. And to me, I think that people that donate should hear from me a for real thank you. So please know, when you donate, I try to reply to every email. So I appreciate that so much, Karen. And again, woo, that one is right to the heart. So thank you. It really does mean a lot. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Thank you, Kim, and thank you, Kayla. I appreciate those kind words. Okay, my eyes are so red. I see Lori's here to save me. Lori, the one thing is I'm waiting for them to get to Brendan's, so we may be interrupted. But I would like to bring you on if you're okay with it. I wish I had a picture of Smokey with me here. I'm going to go and actually possibly grab that if I can. If you guys are cool to hold on for a second, because I want you to see this beautiful dog. But yes, thank you, Karen. Number one priority is making sure that people know that they're loved and appreciated by Live Like Roo Foundation. And that I think that the board and the staff, we all really preach that, and we know that. We don't exist without you guys. I mean, and that's the truth. No organization exists without their supporters. So it really, really does mean a lot to me. So, and especially that you noticed. Okay, I got a few. Okay, Laura, are you ready to come in? Yeah, she there.
Hi.
Is. Hi, Lori. And I'm sure this is going to be a tough one too. But Lori, I don't have your clip, I don't think, but I know that you made it into a lot of our opens and teases because of your reaction. Oh, perfect. That's what we need. We need a dog in the shot. That's for sure.
This is Lily.
Perfect. And I know, your reaction to our grant for you made it into a lot of the teases. Like I said, there's Smokey on the right, everybody, the most adorable boy with his care package. He was the epitome of an ambassador dog, a pity saved from an awful situation by Lori. And really, Lori, he did fight a good fight. But can you let everybody know you can kind of briefly tell his story again, if you don't mind?
Sure.
Tell everybody kind of what happened at the end there, which is just heartbreaking.
Okay, hope I can get through this. So I adopted Smokey in September of 2014 from a very high kill shelter in New Jersey. He had saved me after losing 2 other dogs previously to 2 different types of cancer, one being lymphoma. I foster and work with a rescue volunteer at a shelter. I wanted to pull a dog that was more desperate in need, and he came across my way. And on July 2nd of 2014, I felt a pea-sized lump under his chin. He was ultimately diagnosed with multicentric large B-cell lymphoma. I chose to undergo chemo. We actually did chemo 3. We did CHOP chemo, which somebody else had previously spoke about before. We did CHOP chemo 3 entire full times, which is 16 treatments over 25 weeks. He had 3 full remissions. He barely had any side effects. He took chemo like a champ. You would never know he was sick. We were actually going for maintenance chemo, and on October 3rd was his treatment day. We were fine. when we left the house in the morning. We were fine on the way to the vet, to the oncologist. We were fine in the waiting room, and from going to this oncologist for the past 3 years, he's like the mayor there, and everybody knows him, all the girls at the front desk, which is a very busy hospital because it's also a 24-hour emergency specialist hospital. So there's 7 or 8 girls that work in the front, and everybody comes out and says hello to him. He was fine. He was fine when he went back for his chemo. He was fine when he came out from his chemo. The girls came out again from the front desk to say goodbye. I loaded him in the car. He was fine. And somewhere between, I had decided that I was going to stop for bagels on the way home, and somewhere in between the vet and getting to the bagel store, he passed away out of nowhere. I was totally sorry. I was totally and completely devastated, dumbfounded. We brought him back to the oncologist. Everybody, as soon as we walked in the door, were just tears everywhere because it just was so unexpected. And we actually did a necropsy. They couldn't find anything. The only thing that the necropsy didn't do was dig deep into his brain. I thought he had a heart attack. He didn't have a heart attack. His heart was fine. There was no acute trauma, no anything. And the only thing that we could piece together is that either he had an aneurysm or a stroke. And this happened on October 3rd, and I'm still trying to function and trying to get through everything. Holidays are especially hard for me. I can't even begin to thank Live Like Roo because I didn't tell the whole entire full story, but over the course of 3 years, his bills ended up being about $70,000, and his insurance only covered $5,000 of that $70,000. And if you can say it in this terms, begged, borrowed, and stole, kind of, not really, but to pay for everything. And I'd applied to Live Like Roo, and that you were just on with Laura, I think it was, saying that there was 300 and something applicants, that are waiting. And I waited, and I didn't think, anything would ever happen. And I guess from just my story and being on your Live Like Roo cancer support page, which is a godsend, and people tagging you, you chose to help my Smokey, and myself, which I am forever eternally grateful for. I will always be grateful for Live Like Roo Foundation. I donated this morning in my Smokey's honor, although you don't like us to donate because you helped us, but it means something to me. Smokey will always be a Roo dog. And I can't thank you enough. What you do for people, and your heart, and everybody that in your foundation that works with you, everybody's heart is just so big. And the gift that you give people is hope. It really is. It's hope. Whether it can save a dog or not save a dog, that's not really the point. The point is that helping people when they need it and giving them hope of, a good outcome, a longer life than they would have had. Just time, like we had said before, time is the biggest thing. Right now, Lily is very, very lonely. She misses her best friend. I had a 2-dog limit where I'm living, so I couldn't foster while I had both of them here. And I couldn't foster when Smokey was going through chemo because I couldn't risk, with his compromised immune system, bringing in another dog and him getting some kind of infection and, something he couldn't fight. So right now we are working with Miss Lily, who's sitting right here. I don't know if
Oh,
you can see.
I love it so much, Lori. Thank you for hopping on with us. I know it was not planned, but yeah, I appreciate your donation this morning, and I want you to know, like, I hope you didn't take it the wrong way, but I so appreciate it. And I think when I saw this picture of your stack of bills and how much you had put into Smokey, and hearing from so many people what amazing work you do in the rescue world, there was no doubt that we were going to help you. And you're a Roo family now. I know that you and I text, you have my phone number, but you constantly are engaging in our posts and support group helping people. And I so appreciate that. I've got to run right now to somebody else, but thank you so much for joining us.
No, you're so welcome. Everybody, please donate because Sarah, Live Like Roo, they are just amazing. Donate if you can.
Thank you so much, Lori. Have a good day, and please take care.
I will.
All
Love
right,
you.
bye,
Thank you.
Lori. Oh, thank you, Janine. I love it. It does mean so much to us. Even $5, $10. You guys have no idea. Our monthly donors, I always say this, they keep us afloat. When I think that we might not make it through the month, there comes all the money. Deborah, you guys ready there? All right, we've got another visit.
Hello. We're not driving anymore.
Hey, thank goodness.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn my camera around so you can stop staring at my ugly mutt. All right, there's Nicole.
Hi, everybody. So here with Brendan and London and Bo and Betty. Brendan is a very, very committed person to the Live Like Roo Foundation. You may have seen him before at one of our events. He is a very talented photographer and donates his time to us on a very regular basis. So it's truly an honor to be here with him today. Obviously, he is a big-time rescue friend of Chicago, as we've got a couple of CAC dogs running around here right now. This is London. London just celebrated her 17th birthday on the 11th of November. So everybody, again, Brendan and London. Brendan, do you want to just tell us a little bit about London and what's going on and where you're at today and her journey?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, yeah, said London just had her 17th birthday. We were pretty happy because we didn't know that that would actually happen. So a fun little milestone. We had recently found out almost 3 months ago that she has bladder cancer, and the vet gave us a month or two. So happy to.
But here
to
she
have her.
still is.
So, yeah. You know I'm gonna cry.
So that's what Giving Tuesday's about, crying.
But yeah, it's tough news. But you know, she lived a good life. We wanted to even just get through the summer because her favorite activity is sunbathing. But she got through the whole summer and still going now, and got to the birthday milestone. So everything's just kind of extra time right now. So excited to still have her around and still bossing me around and still loving life. So.
And getting human food now.
And getting human food now too, yeah. So we create a little bit of a monster.
Rightfully so,
Yeah.
huh? I mean,
Yeah.
17 and exceeding, you know, the given time is, it's such a blessing. And
Yes.
you know what? That totally means that you get like turkey and hot dogs, right?
Well, they got a big Thanksgiving plate. All of them did, especially this one. But no, Live Like Roo is just fantastic. I even reached out for help, but I, you know, posted that my only social media is the dog, so kind of posted on with them, and they saw my post about it and reached out right away. And you know, the biggest things is we're worried about, you know, that day or you know what would happen there. So right away reached out and said, you know, we have people who come in the house and help you with that, and especially with having 3 siblings around here, we're worried about, you know, they're being able to say goodbye.
Then
So
know what's going
being
on.
able to have that opportunity to have someone come to the house when that final moment does happen, you know, it's just a great thing to have, and just to have that support. And yeah, so it was great. So very
Definitely
thankful for Live Like Roo, and just seeing all the help all of you have done. And I think one of my favorite stories is there was a Sugar Mama that I met a few years ago now, which is crazy. I think she was supposed to be in a hospice situation. Yeah, a couple months ago, I went 5 years later and celebrating her birthday. Her birthday party. So that's the kind of stories that are just amazing to see. And so Live Like Roo just does fantastic work. So anyway, I can support the organization and their help.
Well, we appreciate your support so much. I mean, the photos that you take are absolutely fantastic. Sugar's birthday pictures are some of my all-time favorites. And it's stories like Sugar's, and it's stories like London's that, you know, keep us doing this. And we can't do this without people like you, Brendan. I mean, the help and support that you give us, I mean, that just saves us so much in terms of being able to give back. So we wanted to definitely come by today and thank you in person one more time. I'm so happy to meet London. Kara talks about London quite often, and we're just really happy to be here. So with that, we have a few things. The first of which being a custom portrait that you can have done of London. This was donated from Noodles and Company, so we'd like to thank you for their generous donation in that.
Thank you.
And then, of course, Wellness and Wags have donated a massage for London.
Awesome.
So thank you, Kara and Wellness and Wags, and you can go ahead and schedule that.
Thank you.
Whenever available. We've got just a new little bed here for Miss
We
London.
go through those all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure you do with all these big,
Check
beautiful
it out.
black kids running around, and a bag of just some toys and treats. A part of this is the Pet Supplies Plus Theo's Octopus. We would like to thank Pet Supplies Plus as they are donating all the proceeds. They're donating, Pet Supplies Plus is donating all the proceeds from the octopus sales across 14 stores in Illinois and Indiana. So we'll pass those over to London before
Thank
her
you.
sisters get in. And then lastly, a big thank you to Furbo. We have a brand new Furbo for you. So you can have these guys on camera and toss treats whenever you can't be around.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so just download the app and it will take you from there.
I'm sure you'll love that, Betty.
Yeah. So again, a big thanks to Wellness and Wags, Noodles and Company, Pet Supplies Plus, and Furbo for allowing us to bring a little joy to London and her siblings today. And again, Brendan, thank you so much for everything you do for us.
Thanks.
It's a pleasure working with you, and we're here for you. So you just let us know what you need.
Absolutely, man. It's very appreciative of all the help and support. The dogs they're family, so it's kind of tough when you go through this stuff. So.
No doubt it is. No doubt, huh?
And Betty always likes making new friends. So.
Well, I like Betty, so.
And of course, both.
Again, thank you for your time and for having
No,
us
absolutely,
today.
absolutely.
Hi, London. How are you gonna?
I mean, I want to come over there right now.
I
and
know.
help all of
I
them.
wanna leave. Can we just hang out here?
Yeah, we're having lunch here.
Can we have like just a pity party with all of those pitties? I love them so much.
Betty, I don't think you're supposed to chew on the tag.
Just help it out. Help it out. Thank you. Oh, I got rid of that tag.
Over in our Rockets upstairs, they help us with recycling. They break up all the cardboard boxes.
All right, Deborah, Nicole, Riley, Brendan, thank you guys so much for everything today. I really, really appreciate Deborah, Nick, and Riley kind of traipsing all over the city. It was such a good morning, lots of good surprises. Thank you again, Brendan, for all you do for us. Every time I go to an event and you're there, I'm like, he's here again. But you always give back so much, and I can't thank you enough.
Thank you for all this. Is overwhelming. Thank you. Appreciate
And
it.
he's sporting my favorite Live Like Her t-shirt.
Yes. Oh, that is a good one.
Cool. That's a classic.
Yeah, I like this one. Very comfortable.
All right, guys. Thank you. I'll talk to you guys later for sure. Bye, Deborah. All right, I got Laura waiting on the wings. She saw me tap dancing. Laura, are you on like dial up over there? Or what's up with your signal? And it does not look. I'm gonna unmute you. Can you unmute? Can you see your signal, Laura?
Yeah.
Does it look fine to you?
Yeah, I have full bars.
Oh, well, you look like you're on dial up over here.
Oh no. I am in Ohio.
Oh, well, that'll do it. I mean, you're not in the big city anymore. You're just, do they even have, Wi-Fi there or what? Okay, you got to introduce us to this sweet dog. I'm going to let you take it away for a bit so I can do something over here.
Okay. This is Grace. She's my new foster. 3 weeks today we've had her. So she was at Animal Care and Control in Chicago. And I happened to see her, I think by accident. She was posted very quickly and then taken down And when I had contacted them for a rescue hold, they said she was brought in for an owner requested euthanasia. But did we still want her? And I didn't know why she was there. And they honestly didn't really have a reason either. They said, we think that they just said because she's old. And I said, well, if that's the case, you know, we will scoop her up, and if it's her time, she'll be surrounded with love at our vet's office instead of, you know, by herself at a shelter. So I went and got her 3 weeks ago, Tuesday, Tuesday evening, and when they brought her out, they quickly turned her over and said, well, we think this is why they brought her in. And she had a baseball-sized tumor on the underside of her. So we took her to a partner vet. And when I say we, Alive Rescue was who rescued her. We took her to our partner vet the next day. They did chest x-rays. Those were clear. They did not see that the tumor was invading anything internally, and her blood work was great for a 12-year-old dog. So she was all systems go for surgery, and her surgery was 2 weeks ago today. So 1 week later, she had surgery, had the mass removed, and 17 stinky teeth taken out too. I was very hopeful for her to have many golden senior years with a family. Unfortunately, we got the biopsy results, and her tumor came back as a very rare osteosarcoma, which is bone cancer. And for that to be in a mammary gland, the pathologist suspected that the tumor itself had existed for years. And that made me really sad because even with treatment, she would not have a lot of time. So we're not pursuing chemotherapy. We're looking at her feeling better now with the tumor gone and clean teeth, and we'll just give her as much quality time as possible versus quantity. But what made me really sad is that the family that gave her up that evening didn't know that they had options for support like livelikeroo. And I guess that's why I wanted to pop on and introduce you all to Grace, because even if you can't give financially, sharing the mission of livelikeroo is so important. I think for us to, you know, be able to spread the word for our foundation, for livelikeroo, for other foundations that help animals and their family is so important. So people know the resources exist. And, you know, if her family had known years ago when this tumor developed that they had help and that they had support, you know, she may have had many more years ahead of her and had been saved having to walk around with, it was a 1 pound tumor and she's a 7 pound dog. So Grace, can you turn here? So I think, you know, people, you know, when they say, oh, I can't give much or I can't give it all, it doesn't matter. Like, sharing our mission is so important. And I think, you know, helping others in the animal, you know, with their animals is really important, because animals bring so much to our lives and joy, and they help our mental health. And so to be able to support families who need it, to keep the animals with them for as long as we can is kind of a mission that we all should get behind.
Yeah, I kind of said that better, Laura, and I think you were probably listening probably like 30 minutes ago when I was talking to Lori about that. You know, like, it's not you know, it's not about always donating. It's about sharing or liking, or, and even better, which we've all learned with Chris, please hold, Chicagoland Rescue Intervention Support Program, which Rue doesn't do anymore just because of timing, but I know Alive does. Sorry, guys. And we've worked many shifts where we've talked to owners and helped them be able to keep their dog. Laura's exactly right. All it takes is one person to tell that owner, oh, hey, I've got an organization for you. And this is something that I was talking to Deborah about earlier, Laura, is that you and Deborah and I are working on sometimes, you know, a better way to get people the money they need right away instead of waiting for a year.
Mhm.
Like if her owners had gotten her treated years ago, would the outcome have been different? Yes, probably. So we're working on better ways to do that. Every year, Laura has been here since the very beginning. She's the only one that's been here with him from the very beginning that stuck with me. I'm so thankful to her. But she has seen it all. But we also learn every week. We learn something new. And again, Laura is our medical director. She's the one that sees all of those emails coming in that are heartbreaking, and you know, she has to sometimes say no and or please hold on, and that's the toughest thing. But yeah, spreading our mission, again, like Laura just said, it's not always about the money coming in. It's about knowing what we do and how we can help dogs like this. And now, unfortunately, like Duchess, Laura's faced with probably what is a hospice dog, which, as Laura and I know well, it's one of the roughest, toughest things that you have to deal with. And every time I do it, I say, I can't do this anymore. And here we are, you know, we get another one.
She's already my family. In 3 weeks, I just took pictures of her today. All the other 3 of my dogs and her, so all 4 of them had their heads together on the couch, and it's just amazes me how she can come in and, you know, we're her people now, or her dogs. So she's our family, and she may not have a lot of time left, but whatever she has left, we're gonna make the best of it. And I mean, she dances around. If you know Pomeranians, she does that little pommy dance when she has her food, and she spins and, you know, kind of does that little horse pommy bark when she wants something. So she has life in her, and you know, 3 weeks ago that could have been taken away. So I was, despite not getting the news that we hoped for, I'm glad that she has had these 3 weeks, and you know, whether it's a month, a couple months, half a year, we'll make the best of it.
Yeah, and you know, if she's with Laura, she's gonna have the good life. So I feel like she's lucky to have you too. So I love her. She's like a teeny tiny bear. I feel like we need to have a little party for her. I think it would be amazing, and everybody would love to meet her.
Well, we're gonna put together a little bucket list, and meeting Santa is definitely one. So
Oh, those pictures are going to be epic, epic. Yes, Kat, she will be spoiled. Laura's going to be back with me at 4:30, right, Laura? You'll be on with, we've got a cat that's coming on, and that cat's name is Coco, and Tina will be on at 4:30. So I know that I said before we were going to start at 5. We are starting a little bit earlier. And I will tell you, this evening, we have guests upon surprises. So let's get to this $10,000 match so that Laura can kind of be a little bit stress-free going through this day. And then we will rejoin you guys in about 4 hours. Thank you, Laura, for coming on. I really appreciate it.
we'll see you later. Happy Giving Tuesday.
Hey, the best day. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up here. I did just get news that we have another match going into the afternoon. So that means we have a total match of $15,000 right now, which I'm going to cry. So the 10,000 now goes to 15,000. So our goal when we come on at 4:30 is to match that 15,000. Share, comment, like, spread the word. Do whatever you can. What's good is we are very close to the we are very close to the original 10,000. We are probably about 3,000 away. So now we have got the rest to do, and it's not going to be easy, but I know that people have been at work. So I'm hoping that the people that are at work will see this, and I'll post it, and hopefully they'll make time to donate later. But all of the regulars are here. So, and I know, and I've seen the donations, and I so appreciate it. We need to touch other people. We need to reach other people. So anything that you can do, we now have a match of $15,000, which equals $30,000. That helps us so much, and it helps so many animals and so many humans get out of a deep rut during one of the most difficult times in their lives. So whatever you guys can do, I so appreciate it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. We have so much planned for tonight. I loved this morning. I think it was awesome having Riley and Nick and Deborah on the street, and meeting Elizabeth and Melanie and Brendan, and Desi actually was in my pre-show. Michelle was on from Pet Supplies Plus, Tony, and Angela, and then Judy as well. And then reminder, I want to remind you about Pet Supplies Plus, please. So basically any of these stores, let me remove that. Any of these stores here, okay, Naperville, North and South, Bolingbrook, Plainfield, North Aurora, Montgomery, Yorkville, Villa Park, Lake of the Hills, Streamwood, Crystal Lake, Orland Park, Homer Glen, LaPorte, Indiana. You buy a toy, we get 100% of the proceeds, which is simply amazing. You can buy the Santa one, or you can buy the regular one. I'm going to give one away right now to the next person that comments that they can't get them near us. So you got to comment if you want one, and you can't get one, but you've got to comment on here. So I've got to be able to see your comment on here, and then I'll let you know. No, Kim. So that's the thing. I can't see all the personal fundraisers. I can see most of them, but I am on that page. Like, let me see if I can see yours, Kim. Yes, Kim, I can see yours. You're very close to your goal, by the way. So that helps us a lot. The last time I added the Facebook personal ones, not including mine that has a donate button too. Like I can't see the ones that have the donate button. You got it, Kat. Kat, you're funny. Let me know which one you want. If anybody else wants one, let me know. Kat does our TikToks, so I give Kat one. If anybody else wants an octopus that can't get one, just comment below, and I got you. So Kim, when I checked Facebook, it was like the last time it was at like 20. It was like at 3,000 basically. And again, I haven't added up the Venmo, PayPal, any of those yet. So you got it, Kat. I'm surprised they don't have Pet Supplies Plus actually in Ohio. I didn't mean to rip on Ohio before, by the way. Laura's signal is just not good. I think she has an Android, that's why. I don't mean to rip Android at all. I think they're great phones. Nicole and I have an argument about that. Anyway, so I'm glad you can laugh at that. Oh, so you can order them. Okay, that's interesting. So you can't. So Kim lives in Arizona. She has a Pet Supplies Plus, but Kat. But listen, Kat. You do amazing TikToks, and that's what matters. If you're not following our TikTok, by the way, you should be. Kat seriously does an incredible job. Really good job. Okay, so really quick, I just wanted to run through this evening. So we've got a cat that we've helped. Maggie's Friends is the name of our cat fund. Of course you do, Kim. I love androids, actually. I really do. I think they're great fun. See, this is a time when I know that it's time to log off of here. Moonshine is going to be on, you guys, later. For those of you that don't know Moonshine, here, by the way, here's Zoe. She'll be on later. Also, Gracie is going to be on later. We have a an amazing surprise for them. What a story. What a story. Moonshine, he's gonna be on at 450. I mean, that guy, how can you not love him? Every time we post him, people go crazy. He did end up having his leg amputated, but he'll be on. Trixie will be on later as well. We love her. Scooter is going to be on with his family. They actually have had help from Live Like Roo Foundation for 2 of their dogs. So that's the most recent one. And you know who's coming. Sugar. Oh, yeah, Sugar. And then Dustin, he's going to be a little bit late probably, but he will be on with Presley. Hopefully, eventually, we would love to talk to them. And then you will have the chance to meet Lena, who is a therapy dog at her mom's school. So she goes to school with her every day. I believe she teaches 2nd grade, I'm pretty sure. And then you need to see this dog, Kiko. I'm in love. He's from Felines and Canines, actually. My friend Abby let the owner know about us, and we've been in touch. I'm obsessed with him. Also, Buddy will be here. That time is wrong. Buddy actually is going to be on at 7 p.m., so Buddy is in prime time. And we will also meet Morty later tonight. So we have got a really, really busy night. We've got a lot to give away. I know Moonshine is like the best. Kat, you're like our biggest fan. I love it. Kat, you should come on if you can eventually, hopefully like later tonight. But already we are, you did, Emily, but I'm going to replay it later tonight probably. So, and we're also going to post it on our reels. So that's why I've got to stop this. I've got work to do. I love you guys. We will see you guys later tonight. I'm really excited for the surprises that we have tonight. And thank you to everybody that joined us today. I know a lot of you are working or are busy doing things, but I thought that this time in the morning is really, really important. And again, we are gunning right now for a match of a total of $15,000. So we've got to get there. I would love to get there by the time we come on the air at 4:30. That way we go into the evening with $30,000 total. It's just incredible. Thank you so much to the people that matched donations. It means the world to us. We love you very much. We can't do this without you. So we can't do this without any of you. So I hope that you guys come back. I'm sorry for the babbling. Now I will be ready to go at 4:30. This day means so much to me, and I love it beyond. And I love you guys beyond. So we're going to talk to you later. I'm actually going to, let's see, play us out with a little, I thought I had a video clip that I don't have, but anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I love you.